We're here in Rio de Janeiro, and I guarantee you this will be an unforgettable experience as you get to taste the food, the culture, have experiences with the historical aspect of Brazil. That's right, one of the major parts of the African diaspora. And guess what? We want you to join us here in Brazil. The views are amazing, the food is spectacular, and the experience is unforgettable. And the only thing that's missing is you. Join us.
You know, one thing that always has burned me up for years is that when black people are talking about our cultural nuances, our words, gestures, and telling other groups of people what things mean, that used to always make me just it ran through me when I would see that happen. And I'm glad I'm not the only one who feel that way. Check out what this sister has to say.
Stop telling people who ain't black what stuff means. Black people, what does it mean with? I don't know. I forgot. Matter of fact, I'm about to tell you something completely fake. You're not supposed to lose the recipes, and you also ain't supposed to give the recipes out. Gatekeep a little. Y'all telling trade secrets. You're not supposed to do that.
Let's go a little deeper here about what this sister just said. When you gatekeep, in which we are doing more gatekeeping today, which is a good thing. When you gatekeep the culture, you don't freely give it out. You don't treat it as it's not worth anything. Because when you just freely give something out, that means you don't even respect the culture enough, and you don't honor it enough when you just freely give it out to everybody. This is why people feel that our culture is everybody's culture. Why? Because it goes back to us. It's not them. They're not the problem. We're the problem as a collective of people. When you gatekeep your culture, when you keep it exclusive to your culture, it creates actually more revenue, for one, because when a person has to go to you to get your culture because they enjoy it, they're going to pay for it. But if you give your culture to everybody else, why would they come to you for anything? They can just go get it from somebody that look like them, your culture, even if it's watered down. I've seen for years how y'all try to teach them dances, all of that. I've seen y'all online, trying to teach them the slang, trying to teach them everything. And just because they ask you, just because you ask don't mean I got to tell you. And like the sister said, I'm not going to tell you nothing that's accurate either. Now, of course, with the folks, they love watching everything we do, listen to everything we say, because they really the ones, it's a lot of people, not just them. I don't want to put it all on them. There's a lot of groups. But we don't have to willingly teach anything. And y'all need to get in the habit of that. When a people respect themselves, they do not teach other people outside the culture the cultural nuances. Do you see Asians coming out and teaching all their cultural nuances, their words, their secrets in their community? No, they keep it to themselves, unless you're part of that community. Do you see Hispanics doing it, or Arabs, nobody does that. And I don't know what is it about some of us that we just got diarrhea of the mouth and we got to tell everything. You don't have to tell everything, bro. You don't have to have an answer for everything. Some things is just a black thing, and that's really what it is. And you don't feel bad for saying it like that. No, that's just, it's something we do as black people. But I'm trying to understand, don't worry about it. It's nothing to understand. I'm just going to talk to you in plain English, but I'm not going to tell you anything that what we're saying. I don't talk to nobody like I talk to another brother or sister. I don't do that. I talk to everybody with a everybody voice, right? Respectful, everything. But when I come to the brothers and sisters, hey, brother, hey, sister, other groups of people, I'm like, how you doing? And I'll be very nice and genuine with you. But I'm not going to engage you like I would engage the community. I'm not going to say certain things to others that I wouldn't say in the community, because I'm a firm believer of, even gatekeeping the interactions that we have with each other. We got to go that far with it. It don't matter if you have friends of a different community, be friends with them. But you gonna rub off on them regardless, even if you don't teach them nothing, right? But still, we have to gatekeep our culture, because our culture has been stolen from for a very, very long time. A lot of these folks right now are making billions of dollars a year off of the stolen Black American culture. And we can't necessarily stop them from trying to watch and copy or listen and copy, but we don't have to willingly teach them. We don't have to willingly give them the game. And some things you can't pay for. You know what I'm saying? Even if they say, well, I pay you X amount of dollars. No, you don't have enough money to pay me, because our culture is way more than $1. And certain things that we're going to keep within the culture is not for sale. And some people say, well, you're going to miss out on that money. I didn't have it before. So what am I missing out on? I'm not missing out on anything. And not all money is good money anyway. Some money will destroy you. I went through an incident like that one time, not taking money for it's something in business. I went through something like that one time with some money. And I can know from personal experience, all money is not good money. So don't take money that you selling out your culture. Don't do that, because once you sell it out, remember you sold it, so you can't control or even halfway say something about it when you sold it. You have to think like that, ladies and gentlemen. Just like I don't like when these black producers teaching the Justin Timberlakes of the world to try to sing like black people. Why are you teaching them that? Just produce the record. Don't try to teach them the angles how to sing like us. Don't do that. Certain things just stay to us. You can produce all the records you want for them. But certain things I would not teach them. Like, no, you be the best you. I'm not teaching you to try to be us. Now, when it comes to a black singer, okay, well, you already know you're on the same page. I'm going to help you tweak it a little bit. You feel me? But we got to gatekeep the culture. The culture cannot just be handed out like that, because that's why people don't respect it. I think the most disrespectful thing somebody could say is tenets of our culture is for everybody. No, it's not. And you got some black people be like, oh, well, Phil, it's American culture. No, it's black American culture. And we're going to hold our culture, and we're going to stand up for our culture. We want our culture respected like everybody else's culture is respected. That's basically what it is. So it's exclusivity brings value. Let me say it like that. When you're exclusive, when people can't get access to certain things, it makes it worth it when they finally get access to it. And that's really what we got to do as a people. We have to do it that way. We have to gatekeep the culture, teach our kids everything with the culture, monetize the culture, definitely monetize the culture, because these people have been making billions a year off of our culture. You talk about generational wealth. That's our culture is our generational wealth. People talk about generational wealth like it's just something that's hard to attain. It's not hard to attain. You can get it through our culture. Our culture is very valuable. But we need to be aggressive and make sure that culture is in black American hands. That's what we got to get aggressive about. And once we get aggressive about our culture and monetizing our culture, like other groups have monetized our culture, then we'll be doing well. All that money these record labels, all these different people getting off of black artists, that's money that belongs in the black community, not their community. It don't belong in their community. That's ours. They don't even have singers like we have, or hip hop artists or whatever that we have. They don't have nothing like that. Not in abundance. I mean, all they got is people like Eminem. That's about the best hip hop guy they had. You know what I'm saying? So they so far and few in between. They can't live their life off of Eminem. He's only one rapper. But we have a gang of rappers in our community. And they living good off of those rappers instead of black people living good off of that. That's our generational wealth, our talent, our ingenuity, our smarts. We need to get our generational wealth. And the only way you can do it is gatekeeping the culture. So let's prioritize gatekeeping. Don't teach nobody nothing and monetize the culture.